Hey everybody, it's Jenny from Kimberbell, and I am so excited today because I am stitching out the applique of the month, January design. All you need is love. I am super excited. We were sitting in a meeting, I'm on the marketing team, so I just had mentioned that I'm going to subscribe, and then they said, well, if you're going to do it, why don't you do it with a few thousand friends, right? Now I came in earlier and stitched out the one side, so I just barely finished this side. I think it turned out pretty well. And so we're going to do the next side. So come on my journey with me, let's do it. If I can do it, anybody can do it. Super easy, super fun project. Before I started, the super important tips that I got from Kim. I pre-washed my table runner in hot water. I put it in the dryer, again, on hot, dried it, and then I ironed it and starched it. So it was all nice and pre-shrunk and nice and stable. Now, and I also changed the needle on my machine to a 75/11 because this is a linen fabric and we want that needle to be a little smaller so it doesn't make bigger holes. So those are kind of the things I did to prep. Now, we're going to use a medium cutaway. Let's go over to the machine and we're going to stitch out the crosshairs. All right, we're just gonna stitch that out. Oh, I should mention, I'm doing the 8x12 version. It comes in two sizes, 5x7, 8x12. I'm doing 8x12. I'm gonna put it in the quadrant right here, and then just kind of unfold it, and then I'm just gonna kind of eyeball things a little, make sure that they're somewhat straight, you know? We've got the design all locked and loaded, so we're ready to have some fun. Now we're using a basting box to further stabilize the design because this is linen. We want to treat it with just a little bit of care to make sure it's nice and stable, so that's why we're doing medium cutaway. That's why I changed to the 75/11 needle. And also I slowed my machine down by about half. So you'll notice I'm not going very fast. These are all tips I got from Kim, and I tried them on the other side and we had no puckering issues at all. We're using kind of a combination between wide thread and Hemmingworth thread today. But you can use any colors you want. These are just the colors that are in the directions, so that's what I'm going with, because I know I liked those. You get all the fabric and the felt and the leather that you need to do this project. I went ahead and cut them to the measurements that are specified in the instructions, and I also put fusible backing on the back. So I did that before when I started the other side. So I'm going to take my scissors now, and I'm using the Kimberbell double curve scissors, which are wonderful. These big, nice, roomy, oh, I just love these loops, and they're nice and sharp and easy to get in there. Okay, so we're taking this out, and we're going to trim the fabric close to the stitch line. Okay, now we've got that placement line, so let's put the fabric down. Okay, let's go ahead and place the felt over our cute little sweethearts right here. So cute. I can't wait to put this on my table at home. Okay, now we're going to trim the felt. And in this case, I want to be more careful with it because this is going to be a raw edge applique and it's not going to be covered with a satin stitch. So how I cut it is how it's going to be. Here's a little tip. So if you're using Hemmingworth thread, you're going to want to use the cap while you're stitching. It's designed so that it will be a thread guide so that your thread won't tangle or break. Just a little tip if you're using Hemmingworth. Leave the cap on while you're stitching. That's how it's meant to be. I happen to know who designed the cap. I happen to be married to the person who designed the cap. Guys, we're already on page 2. This is going by fast. I told you I like a quick project. Makes me feel so accomplished and creative. You know, you're gonna find with these kits that you get from Applique of the Month, They give you plenty of fabric, plenty of leather, plenty of felt. You're not gonna be wanting for what you need. Now again, this is going to be a raw edge finish, not covered with a satin stitch. So I'm going to actually pay attention to how I'm trimming it more than I did with the base. I love embroidery leather. It is so touchable and so yummy. I love it. Okay, here we go. We're gonna do these darling branches. That's just stitching, so now we just get to sit and watch the magic happen, which is super fun. I don't know about you guys, but watching the stitches go is very mesmerizing, very calming, very hypnotizing. It's just magic. We have this machine that just, it's incredible. You know, I kind of want to go back 200 years and take one of these along with some electricity and just say, look everybody, look what the future is like, and blow their minds. This is just magic to me. And it's so therapeutic just to watch a beautiful color up here on this blank canvas. It's the joy of creativity. It's what it is. Now this project is actually called Hearts in Bloom. That's where I wear my hearts. Got my hearts. Let it be said of me that I am all in with this project. So it says all you need is love, but it's actually called Hearts in Bloom. So we're now going to bloom off the branches here with our flowers. These could not be easier. If you've never done a Kimberbell project before, you will be so happy with Kimberbell instructions because you really can't go wrong. If you follow the instructions, boom, you're gonna have a great, great project at the end and feel really, really happy with it. I'm almost there. This is so great. To our words, all you need is love. That's what the Beatles say, so it works for me. But I would amend that. All you need is love and this subscription, because this is pretty darn fun. All right, all we have left is love, and then we're done. This really does not take long to make, guys. Like an hour? Maybe an hour and a half per side. Well, I'm trying to decide between my entryway table or my dining room table. It'd be cute in either place, so we'll see. We'll see what we end up doing. Okay, last stop is love. Here we go. Okay, you guys, we're done. Look at this, the last few stitches, and we are done. This is so exciting. Okay, that's a wrap. Look at that. Okay, here we go. All you need is love. Okay, we are done stitching. So let's take this baby out and take it to the table and see what we did. You can see it's done. Now I still have this basting box around, so I'm gonna need to get my seam ripper. Don't want to be so excited that I'm doing it too quickly and stab myself or make a hole in the fabric or something, but here we go. We're gonna just unpick all these. All right, once we've got our basting box all squared away, then let's pop this out of the hoop. Now, remember we used cutaway, which means we need to cut it away. So I'm going to go ahead and trim this a little closer to the design. But guys, we're done. Look at this. Look at this. Oops, don't look at that. My string, there we go. Now, look at this. Look how cute this is. And it was so easy. So if you are on the fence about whether or not to subscribe to Applique of the Month, get off the fence, tear down the fence, run away from the fence. Just make the leap and do it, because only $24 per month, that's like going to lunch. Friends, that's like going to lunch, only this is what you get to keep, and it's just so easy. I just did it in just a few hours and I'm all the way done, and now I just get to go home and figure out where to put it. It might be my entryway, might be my dining room table, might be my counter. I don't know. But anyway, again, you can get Applique of the Month either digitally or doorstep, and you will not be sorry, because just think of all the things that you can do with this fun project. Thanks for joining me today, you guys. Bye.